Namaste! Namaste, fire signs. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. It's your time. The next 48 hours. The fire signs come serving what? Boldness, being brash, creative, and daring. Some see them as burning too brightly. I think you need to put on your darkest shades, fire signs, because they wish to pour water on all of your existence. They say that you're overindulging in fantasy and theory. I think not. They're liars. They're trying to what? Turn around your temper. Your temper what? To get great, darling dear. Your temper can what? Burn brightly. But you focus, darling, just focus on what you want to bring through for the next 48 hours. Let's see what energy's around you. We're going to get one card. We have manifestation on the base of the deck. Give it a good shufty, balancing out your energies and emotional freedom. Somebody trying to scupper your emotional freedom. Don't want you to manifest, eh? Oh, wow. I know, it's skullduggerous, isn't it, fire signs? Can't believe it. If I had pearls, I'd be clutching them bitches with you. Right? It's about your maturity, darling dear. Leading what? From a higher understanding. Some of you are writers, journaling out what's happened to you. This is about getting your biographies out there. There is what? $2.3 trillion. Skrilla.com on the tableau for motivational and creative works. Get them online, get it out there. We've gone from bricks and mortar to click and order. My big cat, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, big cat wave. This is also what? Spirit trying to remind you that what? You can't be skullduggerous with the knowledge that you are acquiring at this time. Why? You are being divinely guided. You are being set on that seat of growth and infinite possibilities. The green speaks about what? Abundance, darling dear. Some of you are writing winning scripts, getting your ideas down, but there's no winning in keeping them to yourself. You'll be the richest cat in the graveyard. You must live a full life. Get your ideas and your creativities out there over the next 48 hours. We have the Mercury, and Mercury in Pisces, no less, which brings up your imagination, your creativities, as well as a bit of paranoia. This is a time for you to what? Attain your goals, darling dear. But you have to be focused and determined, producing quality, not quantity. Base of the deck, darling dears. And those boundaries, baby, brah, sis dream. You come with phallus on your shoulder. This is what? The goddess of wisdom, darling dear. A warrior queen. You had to set boundaries in a situation in order to cross that bridge and burn that bitch behind you, so that the marauders, those that are what? Tongue wrestling in the background, darling dear, as you manifest, right? Create emotional freedoms for yourself, darling dear. Split the deck, because your garden, darling dear, you have to say, how does it grow? With everything. Look at all of that lovely green. It also speaks about what? The releasing of your heart chakra. You understand what happened to you in the past, darling dear, was set to what? Scupper your garden, make it into a barren field. But Divine had a different plan for you. And over the next 48 hours, you will see manifestations where obstacles once were. They are what? Put there to guide you to your greatness, darling dear. A time where you'll be able to relax in the garden that you're growing. Love it. Push, clap. Let's carry on, darling dears, and get a rune for you. My big cat is fire signs. I nearly said air signs. Go and watch the air sign reading for the placements that you might have. Oh, just the one in a Palo Santo. You need to burn it up one time. Get your incenses out. Could be negative energy afoot. Base of the deck, you have radio. Listen. This comes with what? The energy of Cancer. It also speaks about triumph and success moving forward. Whatever irons you have in the fire over the next 48 hours, you will see the harvest and manifestations of your works, your efforts, whatever you was working at like an elf into the night. It's going great. This is also the purchasing of a new vehicle or the refurbishing of said vehicle you have. Darling dears. Remember when you're driving past the bottom feeders have the darkest glass, darling dear. The same dark glasses they had on when they put you into what? Hockey sticks at dawn. As I said, radio is represented by the chariot. It's also represented by the letter R, as well as the number 28, 29, 30, and 31. It's been a journey in your evolution, darling dear, but you've reached the ending of some kind of great landmark. Why? Because you led with the boundaries, especially in your intimacies. Some of you have been celibate, waiting for whom chooses you and you choose them. This also speaks about it being abundant for you over the next 48 hours. Abundance comes in many ways. It could be in the form of knowledge, darling dear. Knowledge is power, but you have to also remember, with the energies of Mercury and Pisces in your chart, you will be getting intel being brought to your shell likes, darling dear. It will be the whisperings of Hannibal Lecter. They come with subterfuge and bull swanky, because as they bring you said intel, darling dear, it will be peppered with their own aspirations, their own colorations and feelings and emotions. So discernment is wise over the next 48 hours. Just a second, guys, my music's about to cut out. Let me just plug it in. Right, plugged it in and it's still flashing. I don't know what's going on and I can't be bothered to find out. Shall I listen? Let me just try one more plug. Why is it still flashing? But I see. Listen, I think this is a metaphor for your life, darling. You're going to get many false starts or false intel, but you have to pick out the right peccadillos and read between the lines, darling, because not everything will be for your greatness. Pay attention to the signs and signals over the next 48 hours, but every sign and signal will be putting you at the start gate for your leap to greatness. Maturity, darling dear. Using your maturity. My palm is itching me. Skrilla is on the tablet. You know I'm Reiki master. Claim this energy, darling dear, of abundance, growth, and prosperity. Right, let's push on at a hot trot, darling dears. I'm going to use the Light Seer Tarot deck, base of the deck, Justice. This speaks about you being an agent of karma. You could be in a legal situation, the Libra energy of it all, darling dear. Some of you have what? Mastered your dark side, your shadow side. You've gone through the DNS. What's that? The death of the ego. Where you got your flip-flop back. What's that? Your common sense, darling dear. Wear it well, because you are an agent of karma. Somebody's getting it. Up the Watusi. Without the Vaseline, I might add. Energies in or around my big cat air sign. I keep saying air signs. Fire signs. Go and watch air sign reading. Right? Because we've got the 10 of Swords, darling dear. This is you turning your back on a betraying betrayer. Being spiritually guided to move on from a situation. This also speaks about recovery after some kind of medical procedure. If you are going for a legal procedure with what? A bottom feeding, back, front, neck, tabba, you will soon have freedom from that situation. But Divine wants you to understand you have to free your mind first, and the rest will follow. Base of the deck, darling dear. Because you are in full-on attraction mode. What you have been seeking, darling dears, is now seeking you. And it's about to what? Come to fruition. We already saw maturation, as well as the boundaries, darling dear. The strength to still carry on, regardless of what the situation or circumstance, knowing that you're being divinely guided. Energy outside the big cat fire signs over the next 48 hours. Thank you. Oh, somebody you've moved on from emotionally. This person was what? The leader of the pole-bearing team, darling dear. If it was a friendship, a relationship, a business deal, it was sackcloth and ashes, mate. This also speaks about your emotional maturity, having emotionally freed yourself from a skullduggerous situation. And again, it speaks about some kind of surgery, some kind of medical treatment. You're going to heal from this, darling dear. Somebody also wants what? Hockey sticks at dawn. They want to war you. They want to bring a battle to you, darling dear. But remember, not every battle does the big cat attend. Some you have to leave to the bottom feeders to what? Get their T-Rex arms on and nyam them one another. What's that? Eat each other, darling dear. Nothing to do with you. My big cat fire signs. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Clarify the Five of Cups. Having emotionally removed yourself from a situation. Good golly and gosh. With a Queen of Wands. Panani and Fatum in the air. This person was skullduggerous. Right. Loving the attention of others. This person is spying, gossiping. It could be male or female. But it's definitely an older person. They don't like what you've got going on, and this person is not averse to doing what? A graveyard watusi. Getting all of what? That dirt to do the dark magic. We'll look into that a little bit deeper as we move forward. Queen of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy, base of the deck, darling dear. They're trying to what? Mess up your emotionals, get into your mentals, darling dear. But Divine has gifted you with what? The Nine of Cups, your wish fulfillment. They're not happy with the fact that you're still abundant, still surviving, still going on. In the words of Celine Dion, posh clap, they wanted you to be scuppered. This is somebody who was always jealous of you. If it was a friend, if it was a partner, you were sleeping with the enemy. Somebody who blocked you off from your intuitiveness. Can't you see the cat on its back? Good golly and gosh. Split the deck. Yes, baby. Put you in a very confused and indecisive state. This is about you having had to make a head over heart decision to leave a situation. It could be a job. It could be a romance. Well, it's not a romance if you're crying all the time, blood. That's a funeral. Base of the deck, darling dear. Whomsoever you left in the past, they are filled and to the brim with regret. Regret is not remorse, darling dear. Regret comes with a Judas kind of an air. Remorse is a Peter. This person has regret. Let me ring the bell to dispel the bad juju. Leave them where they are. They feel like a dumbass. Whomsoever you walked away from, darling dear, they're going through a turn in their finance for the worst. They're in debt, darling dear. Spiritual as well as on malkoof, darling. Yes! Old King Knight of Cups, eh? This person is an in and outer. They would love to come through to what? Give you a one night stand. Good God. One more round, Julie, with your hairline. They come to lie to you, darling dear. They just want to take you off your gangster and drop off a quick STD and soul tie. Leave you at sackcloth and ashes, wondering where have all the flowers gone? This is where they want. They're going to come in with some kind of offer in the next 48 hours. You better run for the hills. Look, radio. You better do your tinky winky and keep going. Don't look back. You're moving towards breakthrough in whatever you've been working like a field hand towards. Listen, you better run. I'm not a picker, I'm a pointer. And the card said to tell me to point to the fact that they come to do what? Do you worse than before. Free your mind from that situation. You've already freed your emotions, right? This is again about traveling. You're going to be traveling over the next 48 hours. Hierophant. Before you was isolated, this is going out amongst people. I tell you this always, my dear big cat, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Full-on isolation is dangerous. Law 18 of the 48 laws of power. You're going to be going out amongst others, right? Because what you're seeking is seeking you over the next 48 hours. What about this wicked spellcaster? Good God. This person even used sex magic to bring a situation into their hemisphere. What about this Queen of Wands on her face, blood? Who is it? Right. Good golly and gosh. Someone who you separate yourself from. This could be male or female energy. Why? Gender is fluid in tarot, darling dears. You separated yourself. They're watching you what? Master yourself, handle your responsibilities. Solo dolo, like the girls on the pole. You've even cut yourself off in some cases from having the sex. Understanding that your what? Your sexual energies is power, darling dear. This is infinite abundance. Whatever they tried to put on you is an RTS, darling dear. Return to sender. Base of the deck, the Tower card. I told you what they wish for you, they're going through, darling dear. And it's hitting them harder than they what? Try to do spell work to put on you. They wanted you to be scuppered, emotionally confused. But when Divine chooses you, big cat, you stand up. Your emotional well-being. 10 of Wands. This person betrayed you, cut to the white meat, and they would love to betray again. This also is them being stagnant in a situation that while you're flying in these difficult times, they can't understand it as they continue to spy from the nosebleed section. Divine is telling you not to be what? Fooled by any actions put towards you. You're supposed to what? Fall back, darling dear. You've already put down that burden and gained wings of enlightenment and a new beginning, as well as abundance, being gifted unto thee of the next 48 hours. Base of the deck. Spiritual warrior you be, darling dear. Vigilant and on the guard. Why? Because you have spiritual wealth, as well as what? Your words carrying spiritual weight, darling dear. Again, you are looking towards a new passionate beginning. King of Swords. Whomsoever spying, darling dear, they stepped it up. They're spying and lying. And if this is somebody who had a throttle on you, mate, this is a relationship made in Hades, the crevice of the devil's balls, right? This is an emotional manipulator, narcissist personified, while the other one is using sex magic to keep them in a situation. All this is going on behind your back. Bombs over Baghdad, darling dear. Nothing to do with you. My big cat. Fire signs. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Somebody's salty that you left them behind in the past. Got your tinky winky on, eh? Pinkies up. What else do we need to know before we push on to our infinite possibilities? Right? Something about a pet. You had a pet name or an animal. Right? Let me tell you something. You never had this person's real name. They came in with a mask. ID being checked. We already saw court proceedings, some kind of a legal situation, darling dear. Let me tell you something. Leave them where they are. They're on the spiritual short bus, right? About to go on a field trip, guys. Past the sign that says you must not F off past this point. Let them go alone. My big cat fire signs. I told you the merchants of slander will try and assault your cranium with subterfuge and bull swanky over the next 48 hours. It's for you to what? Read between the lines. And remember, not everybody has the ID to what? Give you advice on where you're going, darling dear. They're an animal for sure. An animal in a kitten heel. Or Cuban. Heel. A higher power has its hand on your life over the next 48 hours. Base of the deck. Yes, baby. This is why you've got to check over the intel coming towards you. Right? Because it comes with betrayal, perfidy, right? Treachery, treason, and heartbreak. Good God. If that don't make you what? Grab on and massage your hairlines, blood. The same hairline they're still trying to take from the nosebleed section. Split the deck. Use your intuition. Put your third eye on them bitches and mitches. Not everybody deserves a seat at your table, especially if they're known to be a thief or a liar. Feel it in your solar plexus. You are what? The coach of the red flag team, darling dear. Take a higher perspective, darling dear. They see you as convenience, right? Look, a clout chaser, someone who is a gold digger, good God. A hobosexual with the unsatisfied eyes, only likes to pay one bill, the mobile will to keep in contact with the horde, right? A dick dealing mattress back. Good God, if that don't make you pay your knees. My big cat fire signs, I don't know what will. Right? What's this? You was hidden in plain sight and the black sheep. But yet, you're being gifted, yet still you rise. You're being gifted with what? Higher intel. Your third eye is up to a bitch in shine. Whatever you've been working on, darling dears, you've attracted it into your life. One final word from your ancestral team. You heard that, darling dear. The next 48 hours is for you to shine bright. Use the energy of Mercury in Pisces, darling dear. Work towards your goals and what? Get your finest works out there. Get it out there. Final message from the Big Cat Fire Signs ancestral team. Scarcity, darling dear. You have to remember, necessity breeds all of the finest ideas. I can't pronounce her name. Is it Sukuyant? Sukuyant? I think it is. Let's go to the book, darling, and get the message. Message 21, World card, ending of a cycle in order for a new beginning. It also speaks about a clean slate. It also speaks about Spain. The Hillbilly investigations are being launched, darling dear. But your next move is always your best move. And you move in silence. You've got 2 rules. The first one is, tell no one nothing. For you to screenshot and read at your leisure. Right, the embodiment is, we'll start with the shadows guidance. This is the Temple of Shadows, again, air sign. So again, go and watch the air sign read. You have so much more than you realize. You have access to unlimited joy, love, good times, pleasures, and prosperity. Be grateful for your riches. We lead with gratitude as we kick our way out of the duvet on a morn. The embodiment. Stop going to the ocean and asking for a thimble full of water. It doesn't feel like it when you're desperate, but scarcity and lack are an illusion. Prosperity is believing that there is an overflow, more than enough love, happiness, well-being, and money to go around. Skrillers.com. It says vampires take from others because they don't have enough life force for themselves. That is a scarcity consciousness. When you embody lack, you are always hungry, tired, and jealous. Yes, baby, them hungry, them tired, and them jealous. And they're left behind, full on pet cemetery, right? Make a gratitude list. What are you grateful for right now? The Goddess Declaration, my blessings always overflows. And on that note, I drops me mic. Toddle over to Teesprings, toddle over to Patreon, or simply come back here. And as I always say, don't get smoked. And don't smoke yourself. From the ashes, baby. Namaste. Pardon me, that was a spiritual belch because I spoke the truth. Roof, pinkies up. Cat, cat. Cat, cat.